You alright? This is Soul Child here. I've been thinking for a while what's the best way to get into the YouTube wrestling community, the IWC as it were. I really had no solid plan for anyone to, even look at my videos. Then I watched LV's video and I saw this and I thought, hey, that would be a good idea. And then I watched the original freaking Yaya's version, and that was actually the idea of it to, break in. So I thought, hey, might as well try it out, put my name in the hat. So, alright, let's just go right down the list here. Favorite diva to start off with, Maria Kanellis, for sure. I mean, I was a fan, when she started. She's beautiful, obviously, but along with being a wrestling fan, I'm also a pretty huge reality TV fan, and watched her on The Apprentice, and I was totally sold. She was wonderful on that, so go with her. Favorite match of all time, off the top of my head, there's so many, but I guess Shawn and Taker, the first WrestleMania one, was just incredible. Obviously everybody loved that. I was totally against doing it again, and I thought there was no way that they could possibly match it, and they basically did. The second one was amazing as well, and then you had Triple H and Undertaker this year, and that was incredible too, and I was against that. And next year I'm sure they'll do probably the exact same thing and have a triple threat match or something, and I'll probably be against that, and I'm sure I'll be shocked once again. But it's like a movie series, really. It's just, each one only, they continue to be good. Favorite match that rarely gets talked about, probably Taker and Mankind, SummerSlam '96, I believe, the Boiler Room Brawl. I love that match. That was just a great match. It's just good fun. Everybody loves good fun. Favorite jobber, Jim Powers. Everybody remember Jimmy Powers? He was fun. He had all the tools to be a big star, but that didn't happen. I loved the Young Stallions when I was a child. I was a big fan of the Young Stallions. So Paul Roma too. Paul Roma was good. Favorite heel, CM Punk. Love the CM Punk. I mean, he's so believable. Not so much now. I mean, now it's disappointing because the whole Nexus stuff has been drilled into us. So, I mean, it's time to give it up. Come on, WWE, give it up. But back when he was doing the Straight Edge Society, it was just so amazing, and it was so believable. And even, even beginning Nexus was great, the Royal Rumble this year. So, CM Punk, for sure. First favorite wrestler, Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. The promos. I really don't even remember when I started watching wrestling, which is crazy, because my dad had me watch tapes when I was like 4 years old. So, but Mr. Perfect is the first one that I can recall really, really being a fan of, because he was perfect after all. Favorite promo cutter, Eddie Kingston, I think is pretty. I mean, there's such passion in that guy, and just when he talks, and if you watch, he's just so dedicated and so believable. You believe everything he said, and you want him to win. Like, you really feel something that you want him to win. CM Punk's great too. Favorite match to witness live. Now, I can't think of an actual match that I thought was amazing, but I went through two really big events, and the second one I didn't even realize I was there for until like a couple of years ago, and I was like, wait, I remember that happening. First one was obviously Rock's first match I was there for at the Survivor Series. And I really don't go to many live events. I've been to maybe 5 or 6 in my entire life, so it's weird that I saw both of these. But Rock's first match I was there for at Survivor Series, Rocky Maivia. The second one is when Hall and Nash left, and when the Clique all got together in the middle of the ring, and there was all that debacle over that. I didn't realize what was going on, because I was like 8, but looking back, like, I remember, and I was like, oh, I was there for that. Which is, I guess that's a cool thing to say if you're a wrestling fan. I think I gotta hurry this up. Is there a time limit on YouTube? I think there's a time limit. Favorite heel you hated? Favorite heel that I actually hated? Who did I really do? When I was a child, I mean, even when I was a child, I always rooted for the heels. Like, I was always a heel. I guess Hulk Hogan in WCW, I couldn't stand him. Just because I always felt he turned on the WWF, and I rooted for him. I rooted against him, NWO right down the line, even before the NWO, when he was still in red and yellow. I hated him. Okay. Favorite Royal Rumble match, '92. I mean, isn't that everybody's answer? '92 was great. I mean, it was for the belt. I love the last one too. I love the most recent Royal Rumble. I don't know, I think it's kind of underrated. It was fun. I mean, Santino almost won the Royal Rumble, And I actually believed he could have won the Royal Rumble, which is even more amazing, because I usually don't get fooled by things like this, but I really thought he was going to win. So that was fun. Favorite wrestling shirt you own? I don't really own too many wrestling shirts. I have The Rock, the Brahma Bull one, which I wear to bed on occasion, which is a very nice shirt. Favorite memorabilia item. Okay, quick story. I went to a autograph signing once, right? I was little once again. I was a big Al Snow fan. Oh, still a big Al Snow fan. I mean, I wish Al Snow would come back. Tough Enough is ridiculous. It's not very good, but if he was the trainer, I have a feeling it would be a lot more amazing. I would be a lot more invested. But anyways, during the Pepper, when he had the little dog, the Pepper, I brought him I brought him a Beanie Baby at an autograph signing. I was like, look, it's Pepper. I was a young child. I mean, I was a mark, but it was, and he signed an autograph for me, and he was like, thank you for Pepper, and that was all very nice and sweet. So that favorite entrance theme to mark out live to. Okay. I went to Madison Square Garden. I seem like I go to a lot of live events, but I don't. But the last event I went to was maybe March, a couple months ago, and it was fun. I took the girlfriend. It was fun. But John Cena's entrance is one of the most amazing things I think I've ever experienced live. I'd never seen Cena live before, and I guess I am a Cena fan, but I'm not like a huge Cena fan. I'm not like a little kid, but just to hear the reaction that he got, like how passionate people were and how many people loved him and how many people hated him, and to realize that one person can elicit that kind of reaction, I'll respect him for life for that, because I can't imagine like having that many people care about you and just you coming to the ring. That's like the building was shaking. That was a lot of fun. It's something I'll always remember. Favorite wrestler of all time? Mick Foley? Mick Foley. Yeah, we'll go with Mick Foley. Everything about Mick Foley I can relate to and I love. Favorite wrestler who isn't in the Hall of Fame? Randy Savage. I don't know if he's my favorite. It's the biggest injustice that he's not in. Like, if you ask anybody, name a wrestler, they'll name Hulk Hogan. And, I mean, at least older people. I'd still think, for most part, Macho Man is second, right? And non-fans, Macho Man is second. And the fact that he's not in the Hall of Fame is a bit ridiculous. Favorite promo post-expansion draft? The Miz's promo when he first started becoming The Miz and he talked about JBL and that kind of thing was something that stuck with me, and I think that really began what The Miz is now. And what he is now, I'm just such a huge fan of, because I watched him like on the Real World, like just dreaming of being a wrestler, and to see that he's actually, main eventing WrestleMania now is something that I never could have thought of. It's just a cool thing to watch, over time. Favorite tag team? Power and Glory. I like Power and Glory. I don't know why. Hercules and Paul Roma. Yeah, that's what comes to mind. Rock and Sock Connection is good too, and I'm sure there's a bunch of others. I'm not Kings of Wrestling. Yeah, I'm sure there's more. But favorite Money in the Bank cash in, The Miz. I was going crazy for that because I thought going into it for a long time that he was going to be the first to lose it, to not cash it in right. And it just would have fit his character that he would have been the first to mess it up. And he didn't, and he had a great run, so kudos to him. Favorite Money in the Bank match? 08? I think it's 08. I'm bad with years. I'm bad with years. CM Punk's first win was my favorite. Favorite weekly TV show? Nitro? I'm not like a huge WCW fan. I love WCW, but Nitro to me was the most unpredictable, and it's the one that you had to tune in every week to be like, what's gonna happen? And sure, it went downhill not awful quick, but it went downhill, and it wasn't always consistently great, but that was the one that you always had to tune into and be like, who's gonna be there, and who's gonna be in the NWO next, because they had half the roster. But that's it for me, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope a lot of people watch, and a lot of people comment, and a lot of people favorite me, and then maybe I'll keep making these videos. That's all. Namaste.